Well, hello there. Welcome or welcome back. No, your eyes are not tricking you. I, myself, Julie, am sitting behind the wheel for the first time in months. I still am in the boot. We are, almost 8 weeks out from surgery. So I still have the boot, but I can drive if I take the boot off and put on like a crock, which is what I'm doing right now. I am able to not use the scooter, the knee scooter in the house. If I'm going to be just going from, the couch to the bathroom, to the kitchen, to my bedroom, I'm fine to do that with just the boot. I have found that I do also need the cane if it's going to be more than like 5 steps. And I spoke with my surgeon on the phone about that. He said that's fine. But the scooter is just for if we're going to be going, a bit of a distance, more than like 5 or 10 steps. So if I were going to, go around in the store, which I'm not, we're here doing the Walmart pickup. And oh my God, of all the days to be driving again, at least it's not snowing. I'm really lucky that way. But of all the days to be driving again for the first time in a long time, the day before Christmas Eve. Yeah. It's a madhouse. Oh, I don't miss the driving. I miss the freedom and the independence that comes with being able to drive, and not having to rely on other people. But I do not miss the actual driving itself. Not here anyway. Oh my God. But yes, I am able to drive and to walk. It's slow. I'm very slow, and it is still painful, and I have to listen to that and be careful and, all those things that you would expect. But it is a huge step in the right direction. So I will be in the boot for another 4 weeks. The first 2 weeks will be using the knee scooter, like I said, if I'm going to do more than like 5 or 10 steps. And then the second 2 weeks, trying to get around in just the boot, like even in the grocery store, going around Walmart, whatever. Then after the total of 4 weeks, then I will switch to a little shoe that you wear instead of a boot. And we'll see how that goes. I don't know. And hopefully that will only be for a couple of weeks. And I will also be starting physical therapy somewhere in the midst of all that. We do have my son's surgery coming up at the end of this month. And I know that's going to, it's going to be a situation where it'll put a lot of other things on hold, including me starting physical therapy, because I'm going to need to take care of my son. He's having a pretty intense foot surgery, more intense and complicated than what we had originally anticipated. He'll be fine. We'll be okay, but it's going to be a pretty long recovery compared to what we had been expecting. But that's what happens when you get an MRI and you get more details to work with. So it sucks, but I need to be able to be there for him and help him through, and especially where I've just, been going through it and I know it's going to be awful for him. He will miss some school. That sucks, but these things happen, and this is something that needs to be repaired, and it'll be better for him in the long run. And we might even get his other foot worked on next year. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk more about that another time if he is comfortable with it, but I haven't asked him how much he wants to talk about, so we're just going to leave it at that. Let's see. What else? Getting around. Knee scooter only for long distance. I do use the cane. I'm still in the boot, other than when driving. I am driving. That is amazing. Also, I'm going to throw this in there because I forgot to tell you. I also am not allowed on ladders yet. Ladders of any kind. So no dumpster diving, no climbing up into the attic either. And, I can carry things, but it's got to be 20 pounds or less. And all of it, the walking, the carrying, the anything, the driving, is all with the understanding that I will listen to my body, and if I'm hurting, then I won't do whatever the thing was that was causing the pain. How about showering? I guess I can tell you about showering. Showering is still a long, difficult, very tiring process. Whew. I still use the chair and the sprayer thing. I do feel like I'm cleaner, though, doing it this way than I ever was in, like, regular showering, before I was broken. So, I mean, that's a good thing, right? But it's still quite a process. And then getting dressed is still quite a process. I'm using the chair, the transfer chair, wheelchair, and getting your underclothes and your pants on. That's still quite a to-do. So that's about it. Just getting around, doing the best I can. I still put my foot up if I'm sitting down. I do still put it up. There is still swelling. I thought the swelling was all 100% done, but I had my follow-up appointment. There'll be lots of follow-up appointments. So I had one of my follow-up appointments the other day, and I had been pretty upset that like these, my foot is now rather misshapen. And I thought that it was going to be permanently like that. And yeah, it's never going to look the same as it did before. That's just reality. But he told me that some of it is still swelling. And I don't know, I guess I thought the swelling was all done, and I knew that the recovery time for how complex and what a mess my foot was, I know it's a long time, like a 12-month recovery. But I didn't realize that the swelling can also take up to 12 months. Yeah, it can take up to 12 months to have the swelling go all the way down. So that kind of sucks, but at the same time, I guess it gives me hope too, that maybe my foot will look better than it does. Anyway, there is my update. Thank you so much for watching and being so supportive throughout this journey. You have a wonderful day, a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you very soon.